Imagine this. Your best friend tries to ruin your wedding, sends you a hateful letter saying you'll never succeed, then disappears from your life for 24 years. What happens when she suddenly shows up at your doorstep? Spoiler alert, it's the sweetest kind of justice. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted, or just love a good story where the underdog wins, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready. This is one revenge story you won't want to miss. I was 20 years old, engaged, and full of hope. Young, yes, but mature enough to know what I wanted. When my fiancé and I announced our engagement, I was so excited to include my closest friends, the people I trusted most. I asked 5 amazing women to be my bridesmaids, my sister, my cousin, and 3 friends who had been there through thick and thin. We set the wedding date almost a year ahead. Everyone knew it was going to be a Halloween wedding. Yes, Halloween, the biggest party night of the year. But that was my day. I didn't expect everyone to be happy about it, but I did expect their support. The bridesmaids' dresses were custom-made, deposits paid, fittings scheduled. We were all in it together. Or so I thought. Then, 3 months before the wedding, my fiancé and I were invited by one of the bridesmaids to spend a day on her boat at a local lake. There were 4 of us, 2 couples, just there to relax. Everything started fine. Her husband asked if she had put the protective bumper between the boat and the jet ski to avoid damage. She said, "It'll be fine." That's important to remember. After lunch, as we headed to the swimming area, the boat's depth finder started glitching. It showed the lake was 900 feet deep, which was obviously wrong. We ignored it and jumped in the water. When we got back on the boat, it was sinking. Water was flooding in fast. The boat was halfway underwater. We rushed to get it to shore. Her husband left to get the car and trailer. Here's the worst part. My fiancé can't swim. Yet they left him alone on that sinking boat for a whole hour in the hot sun, with only a tiny 1-gallon bucket to bail water. The boat kept filling, the ramp was slippery, and he was helpless. When we finally got back, tired and stressed, we treated them to dinner. We felt bad. We were all in this together. A week before my wedding, I got a shock that bridesmaid was pulling out of the wedding. Her reason, she said it was unfair to have the wedding on Halloween because she'd already spent $300 on costumes. Remember, she knew the date a full year ahead. I was stunned, but it didn't end there. The day before the wedding rehearsal, my mom pulled me aside. She was holding a letter, a hateful, cruel letter from my friend. In it, she told my mom and me we'd never amount to anything. No house, no careers, bad parents, and marriages doomed to fail. She called us losers in life. On top of that, she sent a detailed bill for the damage to her boat, demanding we pay because my fiancé didn't bail water properly. The irony, the damage happened because she refused to put the bumper between the boat and jet ski, despite her husband's warnings. That letter crushed me. My chest tightened. My hands trembled. It felt so unfair. I kept thinking, how could someone I trusted say these things? But I wasn't going to stay down. If she thought I'd never be anything, I was about to prove her wrong. Fast forward 24 years. Life hasn't been perfect. My marriage ended, but we lasted 18 years and co-parent like pros. My ex still comes to family holidays. We stayed friends, despite everything. As for me, I own a house, I have a master's degree and a great career. I have 3 wonderful kids. My oldest graduated college 2 years early and already works full-time as a teacher. And that friend, she never contacted me again after that letter. No apology, no explanation. She divorced soon after my wedding, never got a degree, and struggled with addiction. When she showed up at my door that day, skinny, with what people call meth mouth, barely recognizable, I felt quiet satisfaction. Not out of cruelty, but because I had lived through the nightmare she predicted, and I came out stronger. We caught up, but only briefly. No bitterness, no insults, just the calm knowledge that I'd beaten the odds she tried to set against me. In that moment, I realized the sweetest revenge isn't about ruining someone else. It's about building your life so well that no one can take it away. We all meet people who try to tear us down, who want us to fail. It's tempting to stoop to their level, but true victory comes from rising above, not just surviving, thriving. Sometimes the best revenge is simply living well and letting time take care of the rest. If this story gave you chills or inspired you, please hit the like button. Tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge story you've ever heard or been part of? And don't forget to subscribe for more stories about justice, karma, and never giving up. Thanks for watching, and remember, your story isn't over yet.